As long as you stick with me, don't look for any other way out. Stay with God. Stay with the voice of the angel. Trust in the voice of God coming in via this angel. And me passing on, merely as a messenger, passing on what this angel has said. And when they had eaten enough, they lightened the ship and cast out the wheat into the sea. And when it was day, they knew not the land, but they discovered a certain creek with a shore, into the which they were minded, if it were possible, to thrust the ship. Let's just thrust the ship here. And when they had taken up the anchors, they committed themselves unto the sea. That's it. We take up the anchors. We're thrusting the ship into the shore. That's it. We're just left now to trust God. There's nothing else we can do but trust what God has said. Trust what this angel has said. Trust that Paul did indeed get a messenger from God standing before him, telling every one of us is going to survive. And when they're taken up the anchors, they committed themselves unto the sea. That's it. We're in. And loosed the rudder bands and hoisted up the mainsail to the wind and made toward shore. That's it. It's now or never. It's all or nothing. We're going to have to trust God completely. And falling into a place where two seas met, they ran the ship aground, and the forepart stuck fast, and remained unmovable. But the hinder part was broken with violence of the waves. There's no way back now. We all have to get off of this ship. There's no way to stay on it. We're going to have to trust God and throw ourselves to the sea. The front is now stuck and the back of the ship is breaking up. We're driven to the only decision left. There's no other way out. There's no, the doors open and shut. The prospect of staying on the ship. No, we're going to have to stick with Paul. We're going to have to swim now for our lives and follow St. Paul. And falling into a place where two seas met, they ran the ship aground, and the forepart stuck fast and remained unmovable. But the hinder part was broken with the violence of the waves. And the soldiers' counsel was to kill the prisoners. Let's kill all these prisoners. They're all going to escape, lest any of them should swim out and escape. But the centurion, willing to save Paul, kept them from their purpose, and commanded that they which could swim should cast themselves first into the sea and get to the land, and the rest, some on boards that couldn't swim, and some on broken pieces of the ship. Can't swim, get yourself a piece of the ship, hold on to that like a life raft and swim with that. And so it came to pass that they escaped all safe to land. And when they escaped, then they knew that the island was called Melita. And the barbarous people showed us no little kindness, for they kindled a fire and received us everyone because of the present rain and because of the cold. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on Paul's hand. Well, after all that, he suddenly looks like he's going to be bitten by a viper. What did Jesus say? These signs shall follow them that believe. They shall take up serpents, and they shall not hurt them. If they drink any deadly thing, it won't harm them. And so here's Paul now, suddenly he's live again. And when Paul had gathered a bundle of sticks and laid them on the fire, there came a viper out of the heat and fastened on his hand. Right? He's got a serpent on his hand. It could just kill him now. And when the barbarians saw the venomous beast having hang on his hand, they said among themselves, no doubt this man is a murderer, whom though he had escaped the sea, yet vengeance suffereth not to live. Vengeance, he's going to die. This snake, this viper is going to bite him. And he shook off the beast into the fire and felt no harm. Howbeit they looked when he should have swollen or fallen down dead suddenly. But after they had looked a great while and saw no harm come to him, they changed their minds and said he was a god. So, God willing, we can take a lesson from all of this, that all these things happen unto them for examples and are written for our admonition, not only our admonition, but also for our encouragement, upon whom the ends of the world have come. So, praise Jesus.